Good morning. Today I'm back with another unplanned YouTube video that you did not ask for, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. I wanted to make this video, but I realized that I was running out of space on my old SD card, so I just got back from Office Depot. I'm recording this clip on a brand new SD card. I decided to keep the old one, and if I decide to clear it and reuse it in the future, I can, but for now, it's no big deal for me to just get a new SD card. Like I mentioned, this video is completely unplanned. There's another video that I've been wanting to do. That one is about things I wish I knew when I was first getting into fitness, or things I would tell someone who's just getting into fitness. That's the video that I've been supposed to do now for the last two videos, but every time I just get a new idea in my head, something I want to talk about, something I want to share with you, and that's how it ends up happening. Hopefully the next video I post, the next video I record will be things I wish I knew when I first got into fitness. Or again, things I would tell somebody who's just getting into fitness. That'll be the next video. I got you. Right now I'm about to make coffee, but we'll get into the topic of this video in just a second. In this video, I want to talk about FOMO. In this video, I want to talk about FOMO, and if you're not aware for any reason, FOMO is short for the fear of missing out. FOMO is the fear of missing out, like if your friends go out, if your friends are doing something, if someone's doing something and you're not involved, you're not included, then you might feel some FOMO. You feel like you missed out on something, and I think everyone has felt this from time to time, but this is the main topic of today's video. We'll get into my thoughts on the topic in just a second, but you might be wondering why I decided to make this the main topic of the video, and simple enough, you guessed it. I woke up this morning feeling a little bit of FOMO myself, and to explain further, I'll go ahead and tell you why. But first, coffee. Okay. All right. We're back in action. I took a shower because I had actually done some cardio before I went to Office Depot. I took a shower and I made some coffee. Now we're ready to go. So let's just get this out of the way. The reason that I was feeling FOMO this morning is because I woke up and I checked my phone and I saw that a couple of my friends had invited me to go out last night. They had invited me to go out to this club, and Travis Scott was there performing. Travis Scott was there at this club called Heart in Houston, if you know it. He was there performing, and I've never seen him perform. Now, I don't idolize anybody. I don't care too much about that type of thing, but I've never seen Travis Scott perform. My friends hit me up. They had a table, and it could have been a great night, but I was asleep. So I completely missed their message. I was not even able to say yes or no, and I completely missed out. So I woke up the next morning, I saw their invitation. Of course, I missed it. And what did I do next? I went on Instagram and I saw everything on their stories. I went on Instagram and I watched their stories, and that intensified the FOMO so much, to be honest. That made it a lot worse because these dudes were literally standing next to Travis Scott on the table, you know? So it looked like a really great time, and again, I didn't even have the opportunity to say yes or no. I was asleep, so I missed out. And watching those stories made me feel some type of way. I'm not even gonna lie. Watching those stories really made me feel some type of way. I don't even go out like that. I don't usually do that type of thing, but I don't know why this time in particular, I felt it. I felt the FOMO. And again, that never happens to me. I'm really not the type to feel that. I'm not the type to feel like I'm missing out on anything, but this time was different, and I thought it'd be a good opportunity to talk about it because I know a lot of people experience this, especially in fitness. If you're trying to focus on your fitness goals, if you're trying to focus on your career, if you're trying to focus on anything, going out can be classified as a distraction. So if you're trying to focus on anything, all of these distractions are going to come up. This person wants to go out to eat. This person wants to go out to the club. Maybe Travis Scott is performing. Maybe another artist, maybe your favorite artist is performing. There's going to be a lot of situations where you get invited to do certain things and it doesn't align with your goals. And I'm not saying you can't enjoy your life. You should definitely have these experiences every once in a while, but a lot of times you will have to say no. And a lot of times you will have to miss out on these experiences, and you gotta justify it to yourself. Otherwise, you're going to experience a lot of mental misery. You're going to experience a lot of mental misery. And if what you're doing, if your goal, if your mission is really meant for you, then it'll be worth it. As much as you might feel the FOMO, deep down, you'll know that sacrifice was worth it. And it's not even a sacrifice. It's more so an investment for the life that you want. We'll get into that more in just a second, but I really want to emphasize how bad I was feeling about this. I missed out on such a great night. It looked like so much fun. So now you might be wondering, how do I go about my day? How do I get over this feeling of FOMO so that I can go on to have a productive day and live my life, right? Because what my friends did last night, the events, the things that I miss out on, that's not my life. Maybe I could have been there, maybe I could have had that experience, but I didn't, right? So it is what it is. And I think that step number one is just saying to yourself, it is what it is. I missed that experience. I was not there, and that's okay. That's step number one. Step number two is find something productive to do. As soon as I started feeling that FOMO, it was while I was doing my cardio this morning. I was walking. I opened up Instagram, unfortunately, and I started seeing all these stories from last night, and that's when the FOMO really kicked in. So I was sitting there. I was walking, actually. I was walking and I was not feeling great, but then between me and myself, I turned that around and I asked myself, what can I do about this? And the first thing that came to mind actually was to record a YouTube video and talk about it and talk about these feelings and talk about how I manage them and how I overcome them as well. So step number one is to just acknowledge that it is what it is. You missed out. There's no changing that. And the only thing that's useful is focusing on right now, the present moment. So it is what it is. Next, you want to find something else to do to keep you productive and just make you forget about it. I decided to record a YouTube video. Of course, I've got plenty of other things to do today. Today's Thursday, which means I'll be touching base with every single one of my clients. I'll be giving them each an individual phone call just to go over their progress. I've got plenty of other things to do. I went and I got an SD card. That's something that I had been putting off for a while. Again, I've got some work to do with my clients. I've got some work to do with prospects for coaching. I've got a lot of content to work on. When I tell you guys I have a lot of content, I know I've said it before and I had a lot of content before, but I have a lot of content right now. I've got pictures from 2 or 3 different photo shoots, which I've barely posted anything from. I've got this YouTube video that I'm recording. I've got another YouTube video which is currently uploading to YouTube. I've got at least 10 or 12 TikToks saved in my drafts ready to go. So I've got a lot going on. I've got too much going on. As a matter of fact, I've got too much going on to focus on things that have nothing to do with me. Going to the club, being at this party, being here, being there. None of that stuff has anything to do with me. If I'm not there, it has nothing to do with me. If it's not in front of me, it has nothing to do with me. If it's out of my control, it has nothing to do with me. If it's not aligned with my vision, if it's not aligned with my long-term goals, then it has nothing to do with me. And the best thing to do is to accept that and focus on what actually aligns with your long-term goals and the things that are actually in front of you right now, as opposed to focusing on all this other should've, could've, would've type things. Just remember that you are leading your own life. This is your life, and you've got plenty of things going for you, and you've got plenty of things that you can focus on and improve on. So instead of wasting time daydreaming about what could have been, what experiences you could have had, that doesn't serve you. It doesn't serve you to daydream and imagine about these things. What does serve you is what's right in front of you. Again, the things that you have to do today, the responsibilities you have. There is no shame in missing out on a party. There is no shame in focusing on your work. There is no shame in staying diligent to what truly matters to you. There's no shame in any of that. So if you miss something, if you miss a party, if you miss an event, if you miss a dinner, don't feel bad about it. It's okay. Life will go on. Life will go on. And there will be plenty more dinners. There will be plenty more parties, plenty more events. And next time when you are there, you'll be there from a different position, if that makes sense. Because you made that investment or sacrifice or whatever you want to call it, because you made that investment for your long-term goals, next time when you actually do go out to that event, when you actually do go out to that party or that dinner, you're going to be a completely different person, and you're going to enjoy it that much more, as opposed to going right now, getting that short-term pleasure, and essentially just being like everyone else. Even if you have a table, even if you have some VIP sectional treatment, you're still like a majority of the people who are there. And to me, as fun as these nights can be, that's always in the back of my head. I'm always thinking about how I'm here next to all these people and I don't feel the same. I'm built different. That's just the thought that's in the back of my head. Maybe some of you think the same or feel the same whenever you go out, but I go out and I look to my left and I look to my right and I think to myself that this is fun, but what am I really doing here? You know, what is this really doing for me? Is this me? And a lot of times it's not. A lot of times I know deep down that my purpose is something greater. My purpose is more than this. And again, that doesn't mean that you can't kick back and have a good time every once in a while, but I just feel different whenever I go out. And then I want to go out only when I get to the point where I can go out and I can feel like I am living the best life possible. I want to go out and I want to know that I am that dude who has made it, essentially. You know, right now I'm in the process of building a lot of things, and I know I am that dude. I am that dude. Don't get me wrong. I know that right now. But of course it takes time for reality to catch up sometimes. So I know deep down that down the line, if I continue to make these investments, continue to focus on myself, continue to just do my own thing and put off that short-term pleasure, put off that short-term satisfaction, just delay that gratification just a little bit, it'll be so much more worth it in the long run. That's it. Who knows? One day I'll rent out the whole club. One day I'll get a section and I'll sit in that section by myself. I'll get a table, I'll get some security to stand outside to make sure nobody comes in, and I'll sit in the section by myself all night. I won't even touch any of the bottles. Maybe I'll have some water, some Fiji, or some cranberry juice. I'll sit there with the bottles in the ice in the middle of the couch with my arms like this, with security standing outside, and that's how I'll rock. That's the image that I have in my head. Next time Travis Scott comes, I'm going to be in the section by myself, arms up like this, security standing outside, and I'm going to live it up. That's how I want to experience Travis Scott. I don't want to experience Travis Scott in a section with 50 other dudes standing next to each other like some sardines, sharing a hookah or sharing a bottle. I don't want that. I don't want that. As fun as it can be, I don't want that. What I want is way beyond that. And reminding myself that helps me get over the FOMO that I feel in the moment whenever I see my friends going out and doing certain things. It helps to remind myself what life will be like once my investment pays off. Once the sacrifice pays off. Think about that. Think about all the cars, all the houses, all the events, all the experiences that you're going to have, that you are going to have, and live in that moment. Focus on the present, but live in that moment. Do what you have to do right now, but live in that picture. Live in that frame of the future when you have everything and you're doing everything that you want to do. Live through that. But again, focus on what you have in front of you and do the things that you have to do in the process in the meantime. So that's pretty much it, guys. There's not too much more to say. I don't want to sit here and ramble. I want to make this video a little bit shorter. I know my last few videos have been on the longer side, so if you've stuck around, if you've watched this far, I really appreciate you. I appreciate everyone who supports my videos. I appreciate everyone who watches my videos and supports me across all of my platforms. I'm doing this for you. I'm also doing it for myself, but mostly I'm doing it for you because I know that I have a lot of value that I can share with you. And even if just one person can get something from this, that's more than enough for me. So again, thank you so much. I appreciate you. This has been Evan at ASRV, and I'll see you in the next one. Next video will be things I wish I knew when I got into fitness. I got you. Trust me, I got you. Thank you so much. This has been Evan at ASRV. I appreciate you. Shoot for the stars. Not sure if you guys can see that, but I just got a package from Aesthetic Revolution. This is a package I've been waiting on for about a week or so now. I got this package as a gift from one of my clients, so I really appreciate you if you're watching this, but I figured I could go ahead and do an opening or a haul. I got a couple of items here, so let's see what Aesthetic Revolution is all about. I've never ordered from this place. I've never gotten anything from this place, as a matter of fact, so again, let's see what it's all about. First, we've got this card. It's just something they send with every package, I guess. It's a nice touch. But we've got a couple of items here. It's just a card. We've got a couple of items here. First is going to be this pair of shorts. Second is going to be this hoodie. Alright, like I said, first things first, we have this pair of shorts here. It's this ivory color. They're mesh. There they are. And I'll go ahead and try them on. That didn't work. Alright, we've got them on now. And I'm training legs today, so these actually came just in time. I think I'll go ahead and wear them. I like the color. It's like this off-white. Let's get this off. These are a size medium. They fit well just right out of the bag. I don't know how often I'll be flipping this over, because then they get a little bit too short. But this is nice. This pocket has a zipper right here. They do have a little bit of a stretch, but I noticed they are see-through as well. I don't know how I feel about that, but these are see-through. Just so y'all know, I'm wearing some blue. I'm wearing some blue tights here, and as you can tell, I don't know if y'all can see, they are visible through the shorts. I don't know how I feel about that. But that's that. Now let's go ahead and try on the next item, which is gonna be this jacket. This is what I'm truly excited about here. I love this color, this material. I've wanted a zip-up jacket for a while. Right out of the bag, this is really soft. Here's the tag. It's this frozen blue color, that's what it's called. And this with the shorts is already looking like a vibe. So let's get this on. Chain not included, but this is a nice fit right here. I like this a lot. Wearing this frozen blue zip-up jacket. Show you guys how it looks zipped up. This is nice, man. This is nice, I can't lie. The hood is very loose. It's not too tight, I can just wear it loosely. We've got pockets on each side, no zippers, but pockets on each side. Logo branding right here. Not sure if you can see that. We've got some more branding right here on the arm. I don't know if you can see that. It says, "Only those who risk are free." That's their catchphrase. That must be their slogan. But the hoodie is very soft. It's very soft, and again, I wanted a zip-up hoodie, so this is really what I was most excited for. The shorts are okay. Still don't know how I feel about them being see-through, but it is what it is. They fit perfectly. I could have gotten a large, but I want to try to stick to medium anyway. I guess my legs are just too big. Here's the hoodie from the back, the whole fit. This I got in an X large. This hoodie I got in an X large because things that I order from fitness brands, clothes that I order from fitness brands, they always tend to be tighter or smaller than I expect them to be compared to my true size. So if I'm a large, sometimes I prefer to size up, which again I was saying maybe I should have done with the shorts. But it's all good. Anyway, pretty happy with this fit right here. This combo is gonna be nice. Now, the reason I wanted this zip up is just so that if I wear this as a pump cover, I don't have to take it off and mess up my hair. Nah. Next time I get a pump, I'm pumping, ready to take the pump cover off, say less. There we go. Now we're pumped up. I could rock this literally just like this with nothing underneath. That's how fresh I feel in this outfit right here. But anyway, this is my order from Aesthetic Revolution. Just thought I'd throw this in the video in case you were curious about this brand. This is my first time trying them, so I could see myself getting something else from them in the future, but for now, I'll stick to my Alpha Elite and my Walmart basics, and that gets the job done for me. Ballin'.